Where is he? Where's my brother?" Genevieve entered the room, took one look at him, and burst into tears. "Oh, Jen, don't cry. Nurse, damn it, would you tell her I'm fine?" "He's fine, honey." The nurse patted Jen's shoulders. "Even ornery. A good sign." At those words, Jen seemed to rally quickly. "What are you doing, crashing your plane? How dare you scare us all to death?" "Excuse me, Jen. There was a little thing called engine failure." "It was an amazing landing, my husband says." The nurse added, "It could have been a lot worse. You did good, young man." "Thanks." It hadn't been easy. He'd used valuable resources to execute a turn away from houses. Within minutes, Wallace had arrived, and before long, Joe's room was filled with friends and coworkers from the regional airport. Scott, Billy, Brooke, Sophia, Giancarlo, and Eileen. Luke, the manager of the airport, promised to take care of the business side of things for Joe while he recuperated. "I hate to tell you this, bud," Scott Turlock said, "but there are some local reporters in the lobby waiting and hoping for an interview. They're not getting one. It might be better if you prepare a statement and have someone else give it to them," Wallace said. "Then they might leave you alone." "Exactly," Billy added. "Throw them a bone." "Fine." Joe would make it brief and to the point. Engine failure, steered away from civilians, prepared for crash landing, crawled out of it, the end. Finally, everyone had gone except for Jen and Wallace. Wallace's mouth opened and shut a few times, but nothing came out. Joe understood. Their friendship had been strained for the past few months, but now, lying here, it all seemed too stupid for words. "Have you thought about calling Kailey?" Wallace finally asked. He'd been thinking of her on and off since he'd first contemplated dying. And hell yeah, he'd thought of calling her, at least a dozen times. But what would be the point? She'd already said how she felt. He'd been stupid enough to believe love conquered all, and she'd proved to him it didn't. When Joe didn't answer, Wallace pressed on. "Maybe because at least someone should tell her you're not dead." Crap. If this made the local news, Kailey might see it. Would they get all the facts straight, or would they sensationalize it? Despite the fact he didn't owe her a thing, he couldn't help but feel protective of her. She'd been through enough rough times in her life, and if she had any feelings at all left for him, the news would devastate her. Not to mention, the last thing he wanted was her pity. He didn't want her coming to see him out of some sense of guilt or obligation. "Tell you what, have Jen call her."